All right. This is a box from a company called Nilight. They saw my videos when I installed the light on the front of my van there, and they offered me free product, and I didn't really take advantage of it at first. They contacted me several times, and then the last time I used that light, when I was out in the desert, you guys noticed it was flickering and some moisture had gotten into it. So I finally responded to one of their emails, and I said that I was thinking about putting some pod lights on the sides as well. And so they offered to send me all this stuff for free. They sent this to me months ago, and I have not yet opened the box. So, you know, it does come from China. I'm not putting it in right now, but might as well open the box and see what they sent. Because I want them to see that I haven't forgotten about them. I have to get a gland for the roof. I saw one out of the boating world that looks pretty good. I'm going to have to remove some deck boards, drill a hole through the roof, and I'll be able to run the new lights I put on the sides and the rear light. I've got a light bar going across the rear that I have not even hooked up. It's just installed. And replace this front light bar. And then run all that down inside through the roof the way it's supposed to be done, not the way I did it. I used that KC Lights piece of trim along the windshield. It works, but I don't feel like it's the right way to do things. So, a whole lot of packaging. Goes straight in the garbage. And then there's just 2 more boxes in here. So, let's just show you guys what's here. Not much to it, I suppose. I mean, this is just going to be what's on the vehicle already. I have to tell you, other than the flickering doesn't really bother me when I'm on the road using it. It still lights up the trail well. But this is the light. It's a 42-inch curved light bar. All right, and this is the company. So it's got some mounting hardware. Now, I suggested an upgrade, and I'll explain it to you because they clearly haven't done it yet. I hope that they do it, but you'll see here, this end, right, is squared off to the front edge. So it goes back on a slight angle. And that's a problem when you are trying to install it on a rack system that you already have in your vehicle, because your rack, you might have some arms coming out. They're going to be perfectly parallel to one another. And so when you want to bolt this to those arms, your bolts have to go in on an angle. So you have to come up with this kooky shim system to make it work. It comes with mounting hardware, but the way this is designed, it's designed for you to mount each of these directly to your vehicle somehow. So then that'll automatically be in the right place with the angle, and that's just not going to work for my application. So if they would just make it so that the 2 ends are parallel to one another, so the screws go in straight, you can still do that with a curved light bar. You just have to change the ends. So Nilight, if you're watching, I highly recommend that you do that. Anyhow, don't have to take this out right now. Although I just did. Let's put it back together. There's going to be a few videos being made today, so get used to this t-shirt, I guess. Okay, these are the pod lights. This is pretty heavy. You know, they don't feel cheaply made. Of course, moisture did get into these lights, so that's a thing. Maybe they're using not enough sealant around there, or the product that they use is inferior. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, well, here's the lights. They're nice and tiny, which is what I want. You know, they're thin to dissipate heat. There's a bolt sliding around in here. That's got to be for mounting. Let's take this over to the van real fast and see if it's going to work the way I suspect it will. The way I'm hoping it will. Let's go on the other side so when I put the camera up, you're not looking into the sun. It's the first morning we've had sun. been very dark around here lately. So yeah, I'll be able to mount that and they will tuck right up underneath the deck. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I'll have to figure it out. I'm getting a glare on the back of the screen here, so I can't see what you're seeing. But, so, what do you think? That'll look pretty good in there, and I like, see the light that's back here now. The neat thing about the design of this deck is, and with this application of this light here, is that if it's tucked up underneath the deck, it's going to help protect these things from the sun. So hopefully, and water with the rain pouring down, things like that. Yeah, so there'll be 4 of these mounted on the sides. I'll be replacing the curved light bar that you see on the van right now. And I'll be getting the rear one to work as well. So that's an upcoming video. Stay tuned for that. I'll get that done sooner than later. So Nilight, if you're watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate that you sent me this. And I do like your product. The idea for making it better, I hope you guys take advantage of that idea. I think it's something that you could put in your literature, your marketing literature. You could say, hey, we designed this so it'll work with your own custom rack. It'll make everybody's life a lot easier, and you might be the only people doing it. So, don't let the tattoos fool you. I'm smarter than I look. Have a good day. Thanks for being here. Come back again. Be good to one another. Bye.